So from yesterday's session, after this recap, all we have collected the data, then filtered it, then we have done the normalization, then we have aggregation of data, like from network, OS, everything we have collected. Then we are correlating that incidents. Then we are, after correlating, we are doing the alerting. So here our job will be done mostly as a security perspective. Our job will be from data normalization to alerting. That's it. So data collection and parsing, this is the configuration part. Okay. So we will not be dealing with the configuration here, but still we should have the idea how this data will be collected and filtered. Okay, these are the configurations. This one is third party. We have to engage forensic department or investigation with third party. We will engage and we will help them. Reporting is, it is up to the management to decide that. So we will go back to the glance at how it will be done. So the left side are all our devices. So one is our log point, and the last one is our analytics and all our operations, all our multiple actions that we are going to take. Okay. So compliance will be different, IT operations, this will be completely BIU. Then cyber security, then analytics, all will come in event management. So what are the components that are that will be in SIEM? So you need to have log collections, that analysis, all are embedded with that. So how long are you going to put those log retentions, file integrity monitoring? So all this required a huge amount of data storage. Okay, that also we need to consider when we are fetching all these data. Then we need to have enough amount of data to store it. This is the architecture.
Once the system is sending these logs, will this log contain any kind of sensitive information? Because why I am asking, suppose for some small organizations, this log management will be doing some other company. So we are exporting all this to them. In this case, any information will be there apart from.
Now, what type of logs? Sensitive data means how it will be log?
Like it will, the system will be sending only the logs, maybe syslog or alert, thread, all these things. I'm asking, is there any information also included in that?
Let's say I have sensitive data. You are talking about sensitivity of the data, right?
Yeah. Like maybe our network configuration, something, or file content or something. Is there any chance that also will be sending?
See, logging and all this will be happening at centralized location. Okay, we will see
or
that.
Otherwise, in a similar way, some other party got this log and they can do anything with this log against our organization.
Yeah, they can do it. See, log is something like, let's say, my medical report. Okay. So, you are medical rep now. Okay. So, you got my every data. You saw my reports, everything you know. From past 10 years, you know my data. Okay. You can directly come and you can sell that product to me. Because you know what is my condition.
That means the activity you have seen, right?
Yeah.
Not the data.
See, with data only I can see, okay, what type of person you are, what type of information I am collecting. Let's say I have here, I am getting all software inventory. Okay. I am doing all the business transaction in Tally. Okay. And from Tally source, I am getting logs. So my source is Tally here. So the third party sold the data that these guys are using all these inventory of that software. So the competitor of Tally will come and offer for CEO, like I will give 80% of discount as compared with Tally. If you are, they will not tell like I am going to give 80% discount with respect to Tally, but he will offer in such a way like Tally will be taken out. Okay, that is one scenario. That is business strategy, marketing strategy. Let's say you are using old firewalls here, and your firmware version I can see in the logs which firmware version is this. This is quite old. Okay. I know this has what are the loopholes for this particular firewall. I am collecting here data. Okay, I can see that data. I can do anything if I have all those centralized configuration. You got it now?
Yeah, understand.
See, the holistic, they will not give it to third party. Okay, all your logs, no, information logs, they will never give it to third party.
But there are organizations, they are assigning some other party, other company to handle the network monitor.
Network?
I mean, their entity will be handling all this, log management and analyzing from about the threats.
Yeah. See, they will have agreement like.
Yeah, agreement. Of course, they will have it like cloud. We have a
NDA, and if there is any security breach, then you will be responsible for that. Okay, those kind of things, they want to minimize the risk. We will take not the risk internally. Okay, let the third party handle the risk, entire data risk, security risk. Okay, we are going to outsource a company. Let them handle the security. We hired a guy. See, we hired a guy. I am a bank guy. Okay, I have 50 crore of money at bank. Okay, I have employees all, but I can do. I can hire ex-military guys or servicemen, and I can put it to secure my bank. But I am not doing like that. I don't want that headache. Okay, what I will do? I will call G4S, and I will tell. See, I want security for my premises. Okay, this is how my bank is, this is how my building is, this is the power, this is all CCTV, all surveillance, everything. Okay, you tell me what is the cost for security. You take my keys. Okay, this much I have money. If the money is gone from outside, physical tampering or physical intrusion happens, then you have to pay the penalty. Okay, if internal employee is stealing the data, then you are not accountable. Okay, if forcefully someone is taking out the money, then you are responsible. Then they will agree. Okay, we'll put these all. We will agree to the terms. We will put physical security. That is our responsibility. Based on that, they will take over the premises 24/7. That's how these log management, everything will work. They know in and out. Okay, but they cannot do. If they do it, then they have to pay that amount. That security guy will know all the loopholes. Okay, how you can enter, where are those things, how much time it will take, everything. But they are bound to that contract. Okay. I hope you got that question now.
Okay, I understood.
Okay. See, here we have inputs. Okay. In inputs, you will have event data. Event data can be from any source, from OS or application or from devices, any data. Okay. Or contextual data. You have joined. All these contextual data you have. Okay, vulnerability scans, other data which is correlated. Okay, so we will be processing both the data. We will be collecting the reporting for that. Then we will process based on that understanding. This is how all those SIEM products will work. One product will act as they will collect the data based on their architecture. Like yesterday we saw, right? Let's see. Splunk architecture components. Okay, let's say what is the Splunk architecture. Okay, so this is all the Splunk architecture. So if we go directly with the Splunk, we can understand it. So we have Splunk engine.
Splunk is the one we are using.
You, huh?
Splunk.
You are using Splunk, is it?
I'm not using, but in our organization, Splunk.
So in your organization,
For the low collection, Splunk is the.
Okay. So for Splunk, you need to have one uh, what is that event collector. Where is the event collector? Okay. So you have here forwarders, log forwarder. Okay. Heavy forwarding. So this we are capturing it from routers and firewalls. Okay. So license server we will put it on any server, or we can do it. We can put it on any side. Okay. Indexer is we are capturing all the logs for a particular period of time. Okay. So this is all the configuration. Okay. I am not going by the configuration, but you need to have a basic architecture. Like if I go back to the Splunk architecture data flow, you can see that. So this one will be collecting all events and parsing it, then pushing out. All it will be doing it. Okay. Let's go to this AWS where we can see there. So you have one deployer here. These are the search head clusters. Okay. If one goes down, the other one will take. Okay. This will be searching all that. And here it will be indexing whatever we are getting collected, right? This will be indexing. So this required a huge amount of data and processing speed and data speed. And the retention logs also, you have to specify it here. Okay. So once you got the report, you will be archived that report, and the data will be moved. Fresh data will be coming up. That's how it will happen. This is the other one. Same. Okay. Indexing. Indexer and load balancing. This is Splunk. We will go by logarithm. Mosin is using this. Mosin's organization is using logarithm. Similar. Okay. So we have indexing here, raw and structured logs. Okay. Before these unstructured data, there is called a data processor here. Okay. Maybe in every system they have to install a agent, logarithm agent, to send the data to data processor or logs, all network devices. It is going to send to data processor. Data processor will do this data processing and send it to particular structured for indexing. Okay. You do this indexing. After that I am going to take it. Okay. Then if there is any event, then it is going to trigger it. With this all AI engine, it is going to give those details. Then it is going back to the data processor again. All this.
Comment the dashboards.
Huh?
AI will give the dashboards.
Yeah. This one, logarithm. You will see this one. Okay. So here you have collector agent. Okay. This will be on devices. Without this agent, it will not work, I think. Is that right, Mohsin?
Yeah, agent will install on the AD actually.
On AD itself. Okay. So you are fetching at AD level. What if the server is in workstation? If it is not in AD, then you have to install the collector agent. Okay. Netmon also, sysmon, netmon, you are collecting that data, and syslog also you are capturing it. You can ask your manager, okay, whether they are collecting syslogs. Like yesterday I showed my this one, right, my router.
Yes, they collect system logs.
Yes. No, not system log, syslog. System log, see. Here, alert, I can give that syslog server. Okay. This syslog will have its own format. If you just send it, it will collect this data like ID, time, module, level, content. This is how that log is going to send it. So that data you have to parse it. You need to process that, and you need to index that for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Then analytics will see, okay, why particular user is doing ping drop. This one, what is that? All levels, let's say. Okay, ping drop warning. Okay, I will take on warning. I am going to collect this data warning for like 2 months. Okay, I want to know who is doing this. If you see here, timings, I want to see the timings correlation. At what time he is active. Okay, in between morning he is very active from 11 to 12. Okay, he is doing lot of nasty things here. See, you will correlate this data with your logarithm or your logic, or whatever you call. How you understand that logic? Okay.
Well, what does this indexer actually do? It is doing consolidating the data.
It will be storing it.
Storing and processing.
Storing and indexing that. Let's say I have index here. Okay.
Index means consolidating, right?
Yes, consolidating. Like I moved from one location to other location, it will be indexing that, so that I can access it very fast. I don't have to search it. I want to know these books. Okay. PDF. See, it is still querying. Now if I do it next time, it will be very fast because the indexing is saved now. This indexing, you need to have a lot of clustering, okay, so that you can easily fetch that data. Okay, just to fetch my data, it is taking lot of time. You will have indexing cluster here, because you will be pulling all the analytics here. Okay, you will be running all the logs, you will be collecting all multiple information into this search layer. With that, you will be correlating what is happening and all in the dashboard. For that, you need intense indexing. Processing is you will be collecting it.
There is a collection layer,
Collecting, okay, collection.
Okay. Processing.
See here, I am sending this data, okay. This data is going to my second layer. Here is that. From here I am sending to processing layer, okay. Filtering and sending to processing layer. Let's say I am not filtering at this layer. So you are confusing, like at the collection layer itself I am filtering. What I am doing is now I don't have that option, okay. Now everything I am sending. Here I don't have option, okay. This is grayed out for me. Got it?
Yeah.
I am sending everything now, okay. See what this guy is doing it now. He is processing only
Okay. It's processing according
to the requirement. Like I want just ping of death. Here when it is coming indexing, I want ping of death to 100 systems.
Okay, understood.
So here analytics, you are talking, I want ping of death to 23 servers from past 3 months. So that will go to that dashboard.
Thank you, Brett.
Okay. So this is how the activities will work. Okay. Whatever you correlate, your logs, flows, all these. Okay. Geolocation. I don't want to access. I don't want to allow anybody who is from South Asia. Okay. Or IP reputation, everything you put it here. I am restricting it at the network level itself. Then activity based, okay, user activity. Why a particular user is doing a ping of death on my router? Who is that? Why database is getting connected or having high volume of transaction at particular time, high queries, why application is behaving weirdly, why there are lot of connections happening at particular time. All this you can do that. Anomalies. Anomalies is like peculiar behavior. So then you will do the offense detection. Okay, if these are all happening, then it will be it is a offense and severity level. This is one pattern, SIEM. So this is how the SIEM works. Just we have looked into this thing, right? From devices I showed you. Now let's go to these logs. Okay. So I am going to logs now. Okay. These are my security logs in Windows. Okay. So whenever someone logins or try to log in to my server, to my system, I will have logs here. These logs, I am going to capture that. Okay. These are all my logins. So who is trying to log in, all this information I am going to get it here. So if there is any peculiar behavior or something, I am going to filter it out. Let's say you create a filter here, filter current log, critical error, that's it I want. Source, any source, okay. One I have critical error. Okay, what is that? Some command line. Okay, this that is trying to get patch. Okay, clear. This one also. Filter current log. Critical and error. Okay. Audit success. All audit success. There is no failure. In the system you are doing it. Filter current log. Critical error. Okay. You can see here lot of errors are happening. You can do with the event IDs here. So they had earlier when Mohsin told saw the report, they had event logs. Based on the event logs, they will tell, okay, this is the thing that someone is trying to hack, or someone compromised it, or someone has altered my permissions. These all will have threat intelligence based on the event IDs and source. With these two, I am going to correlate from where this ID is generating. This ID can generate with multiple sources. Okay, so the source should not change. Based on that, I am going to tell, okay, if I am collecting all these data, so we are in server logs collector. So I am sending all this. So you are collecting my data based on your ID, source, all this. So if something is peculiar or suspectable, then you will alert it. Okay, this is my alarm. Once there is alarm, you can save that to a database, and that will be permanent. Okay, I am not going to delete this. This I can analyze and modify at any time. Okay, this is the dashboard. Once I want this data to be captured, I will send it to database for my records. You understood right now SIEM, how SIEM is working. There will be a lot of products that will integrate with SIEM. Now it will come with applications. Okay, I will go back to now application logs. Let's say I have applications here. I have a file share. Okay, VSS is with respect to backup. Filter current log. My source is VSS. Okay. These are all related to VSS. With respect to replication. VSS. Application error. Faulting application name. Okay. So this application logs also I am monitoring it. So you can monitor any application if your application is business critical. Okay. So I am collecting that logs also. So that application owner will tell, okay, this log should not be generated. Let's say event all are 1000 only. Okay, let's suppose 101 or 1002 should not be generated. So we will collect this. Okay, this source, from this application source, if the data collector is having event ID 1003, then I am correlating it with malicious attempt on my application. Once it is correlated, I will capture it into my database. Like someone is doing these nasty things. This is the pictorial form. Everything is coming onto one centralized location. This is the central engine. This is the database. So these are all collectors. Okay. These are all event monitors also, you can tell. Or you can put it as event logs at this level. Okay. So this are little both are similar. Okay. So this is the risk framework. So I'm just moving because I don't want to explain it, because that is pretty straightforward to understand what we discussed. Okay. Now this is a framework, risk management framework. You are categorizing, then you are doing all that. Same thing. You have a SOAR type here. SOAR is security, operations and automation. R is for response. Okay. Like one is you are doing all orchestration and automation. Orchestration is like automating everything. You know orchestra, right? Yeah, Mohsen?
No, well, I don't know.
You don't know orchestra? You,
No.
Shamsher?
I'm not sure.
Orchestra.